Hi everybody, and thanks for watching this update for the National Alliance for Targeted Parents. My name is Kay Johnson and I'm the director. I want to tell you what we found in our research in this last year. We found that the fastest way for us to reduce the trauma in our families is to get on board with the national movement to reduce childhood trauma and also to build childhood resiliency. We caught up with the campaign to heal childhood trauma in Chicago a little over a week ago. And the purpose of this national campaign or tour was to raise awareness about childhood trauma and increasing childhood resiliency. It was really interesting to see how much energy we generated when we were there. Everyone we talked to said they knew someone who was a targeted parent, and a few people were very knowledgeable of high conflict family court. So it was an exhilarating time, and I think mostly because the people there were very impressed that here we were parents, and we were organizing, we were collaborating, we were networking, we were presenting in order to raise awareness about our family's trauma and how to resolve it. So that was really, really exciting. It was pretty easy to convince them that we are the poster child for trauma as far as families go, because, oh my gosh, our ex-partners developed their disorder because of childhood trauma. And then we married them, and then we became traumatized, and then they traumatized our children. And then, of course, we go into family court, and family court just sustains trauma as long as you're in family court. So since we are so ingrained in this idea of trauma, targeted parents really need to understand what trauma is. And I'm going to explain it because I was in a breakout session at this conference, and the presenter asked everybody in the room the simple question, what is trauma? And the room was full of professional people and people that have been studying this for a long time, and it was silent. I mean, I think we all were thinking about what it means to be traumatized or what trauma is, but it was hard to put it into words. So we had a little discussion, and we kind of came up with a short, sweet definition, which is that trauma is any stressful event or situation that overwhelms our ability to cope. Now, that doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I mean, even using those words, it seems like we have to describe it a little bit more, because we don't have events in our lives. I mean, we do, but they are ongoing. We are more involved, we're saturated with a situation that is pure trauma. And so our definition, or my definition of trauma, is more for us, because of how it makes us feel, is inescapable helplessness and terror. I mean, we are terrified that we're not going to be able to protect our children, and oftentimes we can't. That is pure terror. It feels like that to me with all this stress and the helplessness that we experience, that nobody will help us do anything. We can't fight this, we can't resolve this, we can't get any relief from this constant stress of trauma. And what our bodies do is they react to this intense stress by releasing the stress hormone cortisol. And the problem with having a lot of cortisol coursing around in your body for any length of time is that it becomes neurotoxic. So what that means is that it becomes poisonous, or it becomes dangerous to our brains, especially those parts of our brains that are really sensitive, like our communication centers and how our left and right brain hemispheres integrate. So the byproduct of trauma for targeted parents is really twofold. First of all, we lose our ability to articulate what is happening to our families, what our ex-spouses are doing to our children and to us. And we also lose our sense of self. And this is really, really important, because we especially lose our identity as moms and dads and as capable, loving parents. And that is what is so crushing, is so terrifying, is so debilitating for us. It brings about a desperate feeling of aloneness. And I just wanted to take this minute to say, we're not alone. I have you, you have me, we have each other, 22 million of us. We are not alone, but we feel that way. When we left the conference, we knew we were on the right track. The Alliance knew that we had two things we had to do. We had to become more personal with each other through videos such as this, and more videos and more contact areas that you can reach us and we can reach each other. But we also at the same time have to become much more visible on the national level. So here's the one thing I need you to do. If you are watching this from Facebook or LinkedIn or from YouTube or wherever it gets to, please go to our website. I think there's a little box up here in the corner with 3 little lines. If that's the case, you can just click on that, and that will take you directly to our website. And on the home page gives you the opportunity to join us. Now, it doesn't cost you anything, but what it allows is that everything we do, and we're going to be really ramping up for 2018, everything we do will update you through your email if you join the Alliance. So you will get all the updates as soon as they come out, and you won't have to miss a thing that we're going to do, because in 2018, we've got a stellar strategic plan, and you don't want to miss it.